So basically, on sorry, basically on Thursday, Wednesday, we have discussed on merge conflict. So basically, what I said, coming to the merge conflict, I'm gonna show you this images for references next. Okay, so this is our dashboard, and here I can find my repositories. Like I said, if we have a repository, we have many different branches. So when we wanna do our change in branch one, like individually, if each employee is doing his own changes, and when he wanted to do some changes to the main branch, and when he wants to merge it, uh, if everything goes well, your main is up to date and your local machine also up to date. Every main and new branches, your own branches are up to date. Then you will not face any merge conflicts there. But when coming to an issue like, for example, main branch got changed, that update is not in your system, and you have tried to change the new branch in your local, and when you try to merge it with the main branch, it will give you the conflict. It would say, hey, there are changes in main, so resolve it first in the sense like make the new branch changes as it is, or make main branches as it is, or make both changes inside a file when you're merging, or fourth option is like, um what I can say, compare both the files. You can compare both the files here when you're doing that. Okay. So today I'm gonna discuss more on merge conflict and git rebase also. So basically, there is a concept like git merge and rebase. People will get confused for git merge with git rebase. Okay, so let me show you this image. So I believe better one is like which one I can show you to understand. Okay, before that, I would show you this one. Let's go into the Visual Studio Code. Let me have git learn copy open. See, I'm inside the git learn copy repository. These are my files inside that. Let me in license file or something. So do clear. Let me check its status. Your branch is up to date. Always, like I said, always try to git pull origin master. Like I said, always do this so that your local machine will be up to date. Like how it is in GitHub repository, the same thing would be reflected here so that your repository will be up to date in your local machine here. Okay. Let me check in which branch I'm there. Okay, I'm in Git master. So I have told you everything. I haven't told you this one. So sorry, my mistake. So basically, there is a command called git log.
బానే వస్తుంది కదా మా అమ్మాయి ఇదంతా డస్టేనా ఏదేనా ఎంత డస్ట్ ఇంత వస్తుందా ఇంకా ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది
Can you guys mute yourself, please? Mm. Okay, so basically, when we are trying to add and commit some changes, we are committing it every time. So basically, this commit command reflects the change. Like each commit reflects you what is your change. Like so, when I'll show you the example. Let me do some modification in license file. So there is a software, and I'm adding new line. Adding new line. Let me save it. Control S. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'm adding everything here. Okay. So let me check the git status. It would show me, hey, you have modified the license file. We have to git commit message modified license file. Sorry. Mhm. I think I have to give this file name. See, I have given file name and it is giving me a commit message. Every time this is very important. Basically, we won't focus on this. Now, from now on, focus on this. Previously, I haven't focused on telling you about this. So, anytime you do some change, there would be a commit ID. So, initially, I told you this is how Git is useful basically. Let me wait. Yeah, I'm audible. So, initially, like I said, Git is basically used for version control. I said Git is used for comparisons. So, everything will be tracked. So what I can say is, for example, you are entering into your office, you will scan your ID. It would generate some key or code in your security systems, or security guy will be aware of some temporary or random key every time you log in. So what I can say here is, a commit is something like it will store the what's the change, like it's like one of the indication of the change. So every time you commit, a commit gets generated. So git log. So basically this gives the git log. Git log is nothing but, you can say, it's like history, like you search Chrome history. Like git log is also will show you the history of the commits. So it was saying previously recent one. Okay, so it is saying in head, in the sense master recent commit. Always head indicates the recent commit. For example, you have made 3 changes today. You have added license file, again you modified license 2 file, again you modified license 3 file. When you try to run git log, it would show you the latest head commit initially when you run the git log. So basically it's showing head master. That means, so basically we are in the initial commit. It is showing the latest commit here. Okay, so when you're in the latest commit, if you can observe this commit, it is saying, hey, this is the commit you made, commit message, and author is me, and this time so and so. So if you can see, it is even showing the message like, hey, you have modified this file at this so and so time. So when you observe the another line, it is saying in origin master, so you have did this change, what message. At the third commit is saying you have did this change, like files are modified. So basically commit message is important every time. So whenever you come inside this commit, you can find its message, like inside this commit what you have made changes. So whenever there is an issue, you can simply give that commit and you can find the issue at what time, what have been modified. So that's how it works. So sorry. Okay. So gitlog gives you the biggest line. So if you want to make it simple, you just have to give gitlog hyphen hyphen one line. That simply gives you the shortcut. So it is saying you have modified this file at what time. This commit have modified your head. That means the recent commit in the master, and this is how it shows you in the decreasing order. So from here you can observe the commit history. Okay. So you can give slash q there to exit. Okay. So the reason why I'm telling you about the commit is, before I want to tell you the difference between git merge and git rebase. So basically what happens is, if I come into this picture, I can show you. See, if you observe this picture, assume this is your main branch and this is your future branch. That means your own branch things. So in main branch, there are some commits, say file modified, again to file, new file have been added. Okay. So like this, there are 4 commits. Maybe this is the D is the recent commit, and these are like previous commits in the main branch. So see, it is main branch. In future branch, let's see, in your individual branch, let's assume you have made 2 changes, like E commit and F commit. Like I have shown you the commits, like in future branch, you have 2 commits there, E and F. So basically, Git merge what it is doing. So when you are trying to merge with future branch with main branch, like I shown you yesterday, when you're trying to do this, so E and F is getting merged with main branch, and along with this it is creating another commit. I'll show you the example. So let's come back into the Visual Studio Code. Clear git status, master is up to date, clear. Okay, let's see in git branch. Okay, here we have only one branch. Let me control save this git branch. Let me run git add here. Sorry, git status also I can run. So I don't know why. Maybe yesterday I have talked to you, worked on different branches. Okay, modified git license. Let's resolve this first. Git add dot. So whenever there are changes, you have to just add and commit it. If not, it would show you issues. So I'm running this uh, git status every time. If not, it would create a confusion here. Git, push origin master. So okay. So like I said, I have pushed it to master. Better it would be better if I pull it again, like to my local machine. So everything would be update. So see, our new changes are in GitHub also, in our local machine also. Now let's clearly work from here. Okay. So what I'm trying to say was, like I said, to create a new branch, git checkout. Checkout will switch, but we have to create a branch. We are giving dash b branch. Let's give a name like example branch. If I see in which branch I am, git branch, it is saying, hey, now you are in git branch. So let's do some modifications to the license file. Software one, I added this. Okay, let's do git uh, status. I'm running the git status of the example branch, not the main branch. Okay, git add. Okay, git add. Git add license. Oh, sorry, it's not. Oh, okay. I have added git add license. I have committed it. License file has been modified. If I clear this, ls git status. See, it is saying nothing ahead. You have committed your changes in git branch. So let me run git log also here for your easy understanding. One line. I don't want complex commit one. These are like previous ones. Git log online. Show the recent one. See, it is saying head of the example branch. What is the head of the example branch? That's the recent commit. Head is always like, for example, you have did changes A, B, C. So C is your latest change. That C will be head. So it is saying license file has been modified in example branch. Okay. So we have made some changes to come exit. Like you have to give this one Q quit. Sorry, clear. So git check. I will run here also git log one line. If you see, if you observe here, so it's saying git log one line here. That's a change we have made here. Quit git branch. We are still in example branch. That's my mistake. Like I haven't switched to master branch. Let me switch to master and git checkout master. So I'm in master branch now. Clear git branch, non branch. So now run that git log. If you understood this concept of the branching, you will understand now what I'm gonna show. Did you understood? In I'm now in git master, like I'm in master branch, and I'm running git branch, and it's in master, and I'm trying to run command of log, like I'm trying to check the history. Here in the history, it is saying your old modification is in master only. This one, but is not talking about it is not talking anything about our new branch, because this branch is different and that branch is different. In that branch only files have been modified, not in this branch. So if we wanna merge, so basically what's our primary output, what's our primary goal? To push anything from get branch. to push anything we have did here, like what are the files we have did here, ultimately we plan to push it to master or merge with master. Let's run that. To merge with master, you have to be in master. For example, if you want to merge any other branch with the master, you have to make sure you are in that master branch. Git merge, example, branch. See, we have merged it. If you see, uh, git merge updating. Yeah, it is saying merging this one with this one. Fast forward license to one file have been changed, one insertion happened, one deletion happened. So git status. It is saying you are just one branch ahead to push. We can push our new change here. Git push origin master. See, so what we tried to do, we have merged this content with this content. So to show you the example of how Git merge and Git rebase works, I'll show you this example. See what happened. We have modified file in main, and again we have modified license file in new branch. And the Git merge, what it did, it is saying head master master origin head from example branch. So it is creating a different commit. This is the latest commit which we don't have previously. See, B83 is the old one. This one. Git merge is also creating a commit. That means, so basically, A, B, C, D are your commits in main branch. E, F are your changes. Here, when you are trying to git merge, it is creating another commit that is G. But in rebase, what happens, when you try to, there are A, B, C, D, when you are trying to merge E, F, it would be A, B, C, D, E, F only. There would be no G. It will not create another new commit. So that's what the difference is. You can say what's the difference between git merge and git rebase. So git merge is the basic one. We usually everyone when working in IT we use that git merge frequently, not git rebase. So git merge keeps you the track. For example, when you do the git merge, it would show you even the it will create a new commit. It would show you the hey you have merged also. But in git rebase, it will merge, but it will not create any commit or show you the history. So when you wanted to maintain the history when working, so git merge helps in maintaining your history and uh, keeping your data like with you like like you don't have any risk of losing your commit history or there would be it would be good when you are working in a collaborative team like when you have multiple.
అలాగా మంచి మంచిగా అలా ఏం రాదా లైక్ జూయింగ్ అయింది అని వచ్చిపోతుంది నాకు చెప్పేసాడు ఇట్లా నార్మల్ పెట్టుకుంటే
Okay, so basically these are the two differences. So git rebase basically when you are not collaborating on team, you are working on your simple single branch. For example, I can show you when you're here. For example, there is only one branch, one guy is there. When he's committing from here to here, uh, then Git rebase would be good. But when there is multiple branches, multiple team is working on different branches, so Git merge is always helpful to maintain the commit there and the commit history using the Git rebase. These are the two differences between Git merge and Git rebase. So like I told, coming to the merge conflicts also, I tried to show you the merge conflict offline in my local machine, and let's see what are the topics. There are still some topics, just 3 to 4 topics that we're gonna cover. Before that, I believe I haven't completed this document which I have shared you guys in WhatsApp. Which one? Which one? Which one? Sorry. Yeah, this one, not this one. Basic knowledge. So yeah, I have covered these topics like remote one, basic Git flow, adjusting the Git configuration file. So, like I said, when you wanted to do any modifications, like when you are initially setting up your Git repository in your local machine, like I shown you this one, which one? So, like I said, in git config, basically you are doing git config global username. You are setting up your username. You are setting up your email ID here. So what all the configurations you made in the git, you can just search by giving this command. It will show you all the configurations you made. It is not only meant for this setting up username or email. If you set up any other configurations like to ignore any files, to give permissions or not to give any permissions, all any configurations, you can come and check under this list. So when you are doing the configurations, you can check here. Okay, let me cover other topics here. So I have discussed about existing source. So whenever there is a file, for example, when you are trying to get clone, you are trying to get that file from the browser to your local machine. So at that time, you won't be having any zip files there mostly. So you never faced this. But whenever you have data from the browser, if you want to work on some code or something from browser, for example, you can even download folders from the browser, right? It's not only from github repository in the browser. So for example, if you want to work on any files that is available in different browsers, when you try to download it, sometimes it gets generated as zip file also. To unzip it, you can just give the command unzip and the file path of the unzip, then it would unzip all the files there. So for example, even let's assume there is a repository, you wanna clone it or download it or unzip it. When you unzip it, it becomes a repository. Like you can rename the file using the move command, initial and web project there. So yeah, these are the basic topics we wanna cover. I believe some of them I already covered, like git status, git commit, git pull origin master, and git commit. So this is also talking about that only. So adjusting the git configuration. To reset the other name which we set up there, you can just open the git config file dot git config, and you can modify the file names there. Like inside a file, you can modify that. Even you can find this file in your file managers in Mac also. Let me show you. Example, I'm inside this. No, let me go to Visual Studio Code. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you want to see the hidden files also, you have to give the dash al that shows you uh, the files that starts with .git. Let's see what's inside .git. Yes. I was always trying to say you in .git our data will be stored. .git is our repository, but you never know what would be inside the .git, right? So inside the .git, you will be having the configuration files, description, and indexes like which files are staged or unstaged. You can find there. You can find references. You can get the fetch head like you can get the latest commits here. The and commit edit messages. Everything you can find this repository. Okay. Let me run this command. Yeah, like I previously said, you can edit any file using the uh, any command. Like you can use any notepad or Visual Studio Code, anything to modify. For example, I'm using Visual Studio Code. I'm opening file from here and I'm doing some modifications here. But the same work I can do from here also. I can just open some this document and I can edit it and I can do the same commands from here like git add and commit. So it doesn't mean like only you have to use Visual Studio Code. You can use any other tools to do your modifications there. And coming to the recursive addition, like I told you, you can create multiple files, multiple directory inside directory, and you can modify multiple files at the same time without git adding. So all at once you can add it using git add dot. So for example, you have created a directory level 1 and inside that level 2 and inside that level 3. You don't have to give git add level 1, git add level 2, git add level 3. You can simply give dot that creates directory for every level inside that. And backing out changes, for example, if you want to move back, if you want to get it back from index to previous one, the working directory, or from the like working directory thing to undo the many changes to the last commit, you can use these commands like git reset head, um, this command. So basically when you run git status also, it would suggest you many commands. So basically you don't have to remember many commands. Basically git health status will help you. For example, if you did some change, it would say, when you run git status, it would say, hey, git add and file name. And don't forget to give the file name. It will not do any modifications. So always trying to maintain in the same path and doing these modifications is always good. And git rename, git move. So basically, uh, coming to rename, what we will do in our file manager or Windows or Mac, what we will do, we'll just click on that file, rename, or we'll double click there on the name, and we can just rename the file name like we want. But coming to Linux terminals or whatever, to rename file, we have to use command mv. For example, when you do git mv, let me show you this example. Clear. Sorry. CD dot. Okay, I'm git learn copy inside this repository. Okay, for example, I have a file license. If I wanna rename it, git move license and license one. If I list it, it is saying license one. So basically, it have renamed here. You can say maybe we don't. Okay, you just modified it locally. Maybe you don't have to git add and commit. It's not the case. If you run git status, even if you rename, even if you delete, whatever the changes you do, you have to push it to the origin, push it to the GitHub repository. See, even for the renaming, it's saying, hey, you have renamed the file lessons to one to license one. Add that changes. Where is that? Git add or git restore. If you don't want this change, just give this command git restore staged and file name. Which one? License one, so that it will unstage back it to license. Okay, so git status also helps in maintaining the commands. Like every time you don't have to remember, you have to remember these are the basic commands, but it most of times it would help. So git commit see, even you don't have to forget this one. I'm just giving git commit I'm license one. I'm forgetting to give this name. If I don't give this name, it will not commit that. Okay, so I have made this change. Git status branch is ahead of on one side. See, I haven't deleted here. If you understood, I have committed change from license to license one. I haven't deleted. I have renamed. So it is considering license as deleted one because this is no more there, right? Only we have this file. Basically we can't see any file there with license, so it is saying license deleted. Commit changes have been made, deleted, delete mode, this one license, git push origin master here. So if I come here, git learn copy, I can see license one here. So basically when you try to rename also, it would show you like, hey, You have to rename the file, you have to give the command rename, I mean move here. So basically when you try to run the git status, it would say, hey, you have renamed the file, add it. Did you observe one thing here? When I'm trying to do this, it is asking me, uh, let me array or git log. See, it is I have modified the file, renamed, and again it have asked me you have so what I can say, it didn't ask me for single commit, it asked me for two commits. Basically when you modify file once, I just renamed it, what it should say, hey, you have modified file name, I have to add it and I have to commit it. Why I have to commit two times? Because it is asking commit one time for moving this new file to origin. Another one is for deleted file. Deleted in the sense it haven't got deleted, but there is no file like this in your local machine. So that says commit the change for renaming also. So giving the correct message is always important. Like for explaining you guys, I'm not giving correct messages, but if I'm giving you correct messages here, you guys can easily understand. Hey, I have modified the file name, I have renamed the file name, I have deleted the file. So you guys can understand from the messages there. Uh, Yeah, this is how you rename the files there. You can rename multiple files there also, and you can just give git add there, and it would rename. Yeah, to delete files also, like I said, you if you wanna remove any file, for example, ls, if you wanna remove log.md, you can simply remove it. But if you wanna remove the folder, you have to give rm-rf. You have to recursively delete the and the directory name, because directory will not get removed just with rm. You have to recursively delete because directory contains many files. So simply you can't. But for individual file, when I try to run remove log md command, see, I'll try to do one thing. I'm under cd. I'm trying to give command git learn copy git data. See, it is saying it's a directory, you can't remove it. That's how the difference is. So basically, I'm trying to tell you all these Linux commands because these are also helpful. Basically, I can just tell you the Git concepts like what's the merge conflict, what's the rebase, what's the stashing, and what's the staging area, all this stuff. But I'm trying to tell you this also because if you wanna work from your terminal, if you have to work from your terminal in your company, if they're suggesting you not to use any graphical interface or application related to the git, you have to give commands. They're only just git commit, git pull. These commands only won't play a role. These commands also look simple, but this plays very important role when you are working there. So coming to the git history, like I told, to get the log, you have to just run the command git log. If you wanted to get the abbreviation for your commit, when you, like I said, there is a big commit message, but this git commit one line, making it short, one line. But if you want to give the abbreviation, if you want your abbreviation for that commit, you can give this command. So in previous examples I tried to show you this, and let me run this also. I tried to run this. See, it is saying you the most recent one. It is saying, hey, this is your latest latest change. I mean, so it's like one line graph and decorate it. So it's like the recent or important, or it's clubbing what it all what's all important there. When you try to run this command, abbreviation, so it's giving you briefly. When you try to run this, it is saying, hey, commit for the commit. Previously the just given this one. Now it is saying for commit fd head branch one main, or there is this guy and this is this guy. I mean, he did the change at this so and so time, and the message is this one. So this is how the log works. When you try to run this command like git show this entire message, it would show you what's all it have been done inside that. Let me run this command. Git log clear. Oh, sorry. Git log. You can take this command. When you want to understand commit, what have been made briefly inside that, just give that commit there. See, when you try to run git show, where is that? Oops. Yeah, when you try to run a command git show and the commit recent commit number, so it is like accounts number. When you try to specifically check one account number, it is saying, hey, this bank account related to this guy at this time. He did all these transactions. This is like printout. When you go to bank and give your bank book, he will print out, right? It's like printout. It will give you everything. This is the new file mode, change ID. This is what all been done inside. That's it. Okay. I believe today this is what I want to discuss with you guys. And I want to discuss more about merge conflicts also, but I believe we are less team today, so I want to finish up everything on Monday about Git so we can move to next topic from Tuesday on Zira. Sure. Thank you guys. If you guys still have any queries every time I'm talking until end, so you can WhatsApp me. Thank you.